Hi, I'm probably gonna do like a more official intro to this video, but this is how I'm gonna start it off. It is October 3rd. Happy Mean Girls Day to those who celebrate. Jay Williz told me he wanted me to do a review of all of his music, including shit that's like not on streaming. Tonight, he sent me a link to all of it, and I kind of like, I'm documenting this to see how long I procrastinate, because like I've got the same nerves that I had when I listened to Exhumed Rebirth for the first time. Just for example, tonight I procrastinated by making a shit post of all the times he swore on Exhumed Rebirth. Shit, fuck, shit. We'll see when I actually get to this. It could be 2026 by the time I post this. Okay, so it is October 12th. It is October 12th. Only took me 9 days, which is a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I wrote a shit ton of notes down on my phone, and now I have to say them all out loud, which is awesome. Can you guys tell I'm like nervous about this one? I don't know why. Jay asked me to do this. Maybe that is why. That makes sense. Jay gave me a couple rules for this, and it really freaked me out. He sent me like a voice message being like, hey, I want you to review all of these songs.
I got a couple rules if you're gonna do that.
I was like, I'll consider it. I don't know if like I'll have the time to. I ended up getting the time to. Throw the rules at me first. And then he like didn't reply, or like he didn't give me the rules for a couple days, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what is he gonna like restrict me on what not to say? Like, I'm like, I can't, if you're gonna silence me, I can't be doing this. Got the rules written down. Here's what he told me to do. You gotta listen to the full albums. Makes sense. You gotta realize that a lot of it was me still learning and trying to find myself, so don't judge the shitty vocals. Listen in order. Let me answer any questions you have before you film, so you have all the answers. This one was a little hard for me, because when I record album reviews, since I listen to like such small artists, I like ask the questions in them so I can get the response from the artists and I can get the answers. So now that I have all the answers, Jay can focus more on my thoughts, and I don't like that. But I did. I asked him any questions I had before I recorded this, and he gave me the answers. And the last one was also a little hard for me. Be brutally honest, you will not hurt my feelings. That one was a little hard for me, but I did agree to the terms and conditions. So Jay, if you decide to not like me after watching this video, you put it on yourself, I think. I want to preface this by saying there were a good amount of songs in this discography that I just had like nothing to say about, so I will be skipping them, which is unfortunate because Jay took like time to write all these songs, but like I didn't want to sound like a broken record. I have 11 albums / EPs worth of songs to talk about, excluding Exhumed Rebirth because I didn't talk about that when I already reviewed it. I didn't want to be too repetitive. Besides like my ramblings about each song, I'm going to be giving my 3 favorite songs off of each project, a listenability ranking. Please ignore the fact that I already changed my shirt. This is what I was wearing today. I had to change into the Exhumed Rebirth shirt. I meant re-listenability, not listenability. From very unlikely to very likely, and a number rating out of 10. Listen, I know this is a long intro, but I just need to clarify some things. I'm 100% gonna be biased to Exhumed Rebirth. Like, it's Jay's most recent project. It's the only project that I've been like completely knowledgeable of, listened to multiple times in full, so I'll probably reference it a few times in this video. That being said, I understand that these are, you know, individual projects of their own, so I'm not going to be comparing them to Exhumed Rebirth. The last thing I'm gonna say before I start diving into these projects, these songs were so hard to get on MP3 so that I could make this fucking video. Most of these projects are not on streaming. The ones that I'm like 100% sure are on streaming are Welcome to My Dark Side, Exhumed Rebirth. I know Purgatory is on Apple Music, but I don't think it's on Spotify, and Sincerely Justin. Everything else was on an app called Audiomack. Never used it before. I had a hard time like navigating the app, and the only website that allowed me to download from Audiomack to MP3 didn't support albums, so I had to download it one song at a time. Okay, enough prefacing and yapping. Let's get on to the bullshit. Starting off with The Rose. I forgot to mention this and I changed my fucking earrings. I'm wearing rose earrings. Cause like, The Rose, Santa Rosa, I thought it was on theme. How can an album cover look AI generated before generative AI was even like a thing? Anyway, I don't like that this Squishmallow is the only one in frame.
What the fuck?
Fuck. That made it worse.
Push it somewhere else!
I reacted to this album while I was trying to craft, so I was like kind of multitasking. I wasn't 100% focused, but have you ever seen those TikToks where it's like
Oh my god.
I did that with this song. Girl,
Where the fuck are the lyrics?
for a majority of this video, there's not gonna be a lot of like talking about lyrics. I tried my best, but I have a hard time being able to understand lyrics of a song if I'm not looking at the lyrics. And it's not because it's rap music. I'm pretty sure I did the same thing with a Blackout song, and if not, I did the same thing with the other Jay, whose music I listen to, Jay from Younger, about one of their songs. It's like, it's with all music. I have a hard time processing it if I can't also read the words. I don't want notifications. I'm deleting this app in like an hour when I'm done recording. The way the sample at the beginning pronounced Santa Rosa kind of like caught me off guard. Like, I'm sure that's actually how it's pronounced. The only other time I've heard that city be pronounced is when Jay says Santa Rosa, so like that's just how I'm used to it being pronounced. I feel like Jay talks shit on his earlier work a lot, so I was like expecting really cringe like production and like, I don't know, all I can think of is when I listen to a lot of like early projects from bands, it's like not great mixing, a hell of a lot of reverb, just like not good production, but like this is solid. Yeah. I feel the need to mention I'm not making fun of Jay for that part. I was laughing at myself because I think I was goofy doing it, but I like that part. Like, I literally wrote in my notes, yeah, slash pause, as in like slash positive. Like, I like it. When I first heard the chorus, like the chorus took a little bit of growing, because the first time I listened to it, I'm like, oh, Lindsay Thomas kind of sounds like nasally a little bit. But now, like, since I've listened to this album a fefew times, I'm out here like, came up from nothing, now I've grown. I put on for my city, nothing but life all around. With me mentioned. I don't even remember what that reference is. Oh. Literally ride with me. Okay, so the auto-tune just like caught me off guard a little bit after that song. Like, the first time I listened to it, I like had to laugh, but like it kind of goes. Like, I think for me it was just like that verse that was more of a jump scare, but like the chorus is really good. I feel like I'm noticing a good amount of like repeating lyrics in Jay's discography. Like, for example,
no limit, Kirby Elmo taught me everything I know when I be
with me mentioned.
Word to LBC Thriller, no Moe even need money. Elmo and Brody Kirby each who had a hand in raising.
Getting money all day, all day, all day. Me when I work a 9 to 4 shift.
I got it all, I got it all, I got it all.
One thing about a Jay Williz No Limit Creation collab is that it will never miss. Hold on, I want to take off my jacket. I'm not like cold. I'm not warm. The intro of this song reminds me of another song, and I don't know what it is. I feel like, and I hate to be that person, but I feel like it's a Machine Gun Kelly song, but I don't know which one it is. Is it Alpha Omega? I had a feeling, but I'm like, no, it's not. What the fuck does this song remind me of? It's gonna drive me nuts. The only other note I really had is that I love the pre-chorus. They're also like, in Audio Mac, there's like stupid like editing features. Sped up, slowed, nightcore, daycore, slowed and reverb, muffled, lo-fi, vaporwave, chopped and screwed, burnt, VHS, etc. All I was trying to say is that No Limits part sounds cool on the daycore setting. Girl, where are the lyrics? It's ironic because like a week ago at the time of me recording the notes, so it was probably like 2 weeks ago, I sent Jay a message being like, I love the way you enunciate your words. And I think it's like an occasional thing, because sometimes I have no clue what that man is enunciating. I know that's like such an oxymoron, but whatever. I love John Michael Cinda's vocals on this song. When I listened to Lucifer, I felt like his part really had to grow on me, which it did, but his sounds so good on this song, especially the ending. Hold on, this is one of those moments where I need to put on my headphones because I'm gonna sing it. Usually I do this with earbuds, but my phone's almost dead, so I need to charge it. Where the fuck is it, girl? Okay. Oh, oh, yeah. Sounded better in theory, I think. I can literally fry scream, I promise. My sound clean, it's like Listerine.
My sound clean, it's like Listerine.
Goes hard.
Up all night.
Me 4 seconds into this song. This sounds like a No Limit Creation song. Oh, I wanted to see if he produced this one. Tiffany not doing her proper research before she hits record. Who's surprised? Not me. Aha! He produced it. That's why it sounds like a No Limit Creation song. I know that like No Limit Creation is like a mentor of sorts to Jay, so like his songs are gonna have a little bit of No Limit Creation sprinkled in it, but like this sounds like, hold on, pause again. This song sounds like it'd be an Against All Odds. Well, that's stupid. It plays the song and an ad at the same time. A minute 16.
She dry, been here low, but what's best is the way she deep. Hold up, you know what I mean?
Caught me so off guard. I was like, exactly. This song is so horny. Face in the pillow, but we ain't gonna sleep because we're up all night. I'll probably say this multiple times in this video. I am not anti-sex, and I am aware that my faves have sex. I just don't like hearing about it. I don't know why. The beat goes hard though. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's like a way
You do.
like I'll just put a clip of the pre-chorus.
Why? Took her to the back of the room, don't trip, we ain't even gotta speak. Now she on a mission and she trying to get it deep. Face in the pillow, but we ain't gonna sleep cause we up all.
And it's like the beats in the background.
We ain't even gotta speak.
That part.
She trying to get it deep. Face in the pillow, but we ain't gonna
Do you guys get what I'm talking about?
kinda like a cannibal, I eat her. After the show, come to my spot. Go with that, make it pop, and it don't stop. Put it down.
Hey, so I got through listening to The Rose. I'm still working on my notes for it, and in the most respectful way possible, can you like promise me that I won't hurt your feelings if I'm brutally honest? This song was mentioned in Talking to Myself. It might have been Talking to Myself Part 2. I don't remember, but it was mentioned.
We really gonna take advice and listen to someone who went and wrote, put it down.
And I understand it. I understand that. I get it now. This song is straight up not listenable. And I feel really bad for saying that, but I accepted the terms and conditions. Jay told me to be brutally honest. And what makes it so much worse is that Jay said he was 16, 17 when he was recording this album. I think it's kind of funny because Jay, I think he's 26, so he's 5 years older than me. Like 4 years and months because I turned 22 in December, he turned 27 in March. Whatever. As of right now, he's 5 years older than me. But I feel like such a baby compared to him. Cause like this was me at 17.
Guys, this song is about sex. I'm 17 years old singing a song about sex. Fuck a digital footprint, am I right?
And this is Jay at 17.
Know that you won't fight it. Girl, it's that time. Girl, it's that time. Lay down on the bed, you gon' be fine. Shorty, you can work that. You said that my song made you a stripper. I can tell the way you turn back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure though that this is the entire song in like his entire discography that I talk like genuine shit on. I don't think I've listened to this song since I listened to it the first time. I had nothing to say about this song until I listened to it with headphones. I probably shouldn't have done this, but with all the albums, I just raw dogged it, used my phone speakers. But holy shit, there's like so many like layered vocals and like shit with panning. One of my favorite vocal effects is panning. And if you're not a recording nerd like I am, panning is basically like you can make it so you can only hear the audio in one ear or the other ear. Basically, like that's like the easiest way to explain it. My favorite thing to do with panning is when there's like a glitchy part in a song and it like goes back and forth between ears. That shit. I love that shit.
Anxiety, 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 anxiety.
So in my notes I wrote, God damn it, Doechii. But after listening to the song, I felt bad about making a Doechii joke. So anyway, I definitely felt this one. Me when the vibes are slightly off. Anxiety, 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 anxiety. I joke, but like no, for real. Jay knows it. I apologize to this man for every little fucking thing that I say. So like, when I say I relate to this song, I relate.
Say no more.
This one might be my favorite on the album. I think it's so good. I think like sonically, like the music is giving movie soundtrack for like an action movie or something. It's kind of funny that Jay said like don't judge the shitty vocals when I love his voice in the chorus of this song. And I feel like at this point I haven't heard any shitty vocals. Like, I think in Up All Night there was like 1 or 2 notes that were off key, but that's not shitty vocals. That's just 1 or 2 off-key notes. I wish I wrote more about— fuck, the camera's almost dead. I'm in trouble again.
We love a queen who forgets to finish her thought. What I meant to say was I wish I wrote more about this song because I think it's so good. Like, I really like it. But I just couldn't really think of anything else to add to my thoughts.
Probably should have re-listened to everything front to back before I listened to this, or before I recorded this, because I don't remember anything about this remix. I'm not a fan of remixes. Like, for example, Younger released a remix of Keep Watching, but that's different from the All Day remix that is on this album. It's like a different, like, it's different. Good thing I went to grab a soda because my mom left the stove on. And I'm cold again. Hey, I don't know if you meant to leave the stove on, but it's off now. Final thoughts on The Rose. I went into this album thinking it was gonna be like really bad. Like really cringy. And I'll get more into this at the end, I think, but Jay sent me his personal rankings of all of his albums, and I think he has this one towards the bottom. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. My 3 favorites: Say No More, the title track, and All Day. Re-listenability, very likely. I actually went back to this album in the middle of taking notes for one of the other albums. So I would rank The Rose as an album 7 out of 10. Self and Neglect scared me because it has 17 songs. Your girl does not have a good attention span. It does though have like skits and interludes, so I thought this was gonna be a concept album like Exhume Rebirth was. It's not. It's just that like Jay put in skits that like lead into whatever album was up, or whatever song was upcoming on the album. The album cover is definitely giving independent rapper, but that's okay because I feel like that's what it's trying to convey. What I don't like though is the logo in the corner. What the hell? I feel like there's too much going on. I feel like it either should have been simplified or somehow made like the focal point of the album. Maybe like blow it up and make it like lower the opacity instead of having it full opacity in the corner. Sorry, graphic design nerd. Anyway, back to the bullshit. Sorry, kind of sort of went to college for this, like low-key in a way, so anyway.
What about your soul?
The Rose mention. I was like taking my notes like in real time. I'm like, girl, okay, who is this? I thought at first we had like a talking to myself moment with Jay and Justin, but it's funny because I went like, oh my god, like theory, like I'm such a big brain, like it's Jay talking to the devil, like sell his soul to the devil, and then I'm like, wait, watch me be fucking wrong, like I'm so stupid. So I texted Jay and asked him, and I was fucking right. Yippee! This feels so much better than when I was getting every detail about Exhume Rebirth wrong. I knew, like, at this point I knew, like, I was pretty sure it was Jay talking to the devil, but like who was he talking to, like in recording? I didn't know if it was like
His own voice pitched down.
or if it was somebody else who recorded it, and he told me, I think he said it was his voice pitched down. It is his voice pitched down. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say anything about the ending of the intro because I'm like, the devil's offering to take your soul, and you say, at the end of the day, I'm living life. Like, I feel like that's a weird thing to say when you're selling your soul to the devil, but it connects to the next song. It makes sense. Is that another Eminem mention? Is it like an obligation for white rappers to mention Eminem? Because I think at this point, Jay mentioned Eminem 3 times in his discography. I feel like that's a little much. I didn't mean at this point from like The Rose to Self and Neglect. I meant like as far as I knew in my knowledge. So at this point it was Brainwash, Spiteful, and this song. I am really struggling with no lyrics to read. This beat drop is giving EDM. I kind of fuck with it. What was I doing? Oh, that was no words. There was nothing. Like that was gibberish to me.
I'm trying to turn the fuck up tonight, if you know what I'm saying.
I know I said I wouldn't do any comparisons to Exhume Rebirth, but that being said, Jay definitely improved in the sound design department. Like, unless I'm like mishearing this, you're supposed to be in a car. Like, why am I not hearing any sort of ambiance? It like feels like you were recording. It sounds like you were recording in a studio instead of it sounding like you were in a car. I don't know why, but motherfucker, you always got some shit in your backpack and shit.
Hit the stove, get a wood or something. Motherfucker, you always got some shit in your backpack and shit.
It just makes me giggle.
Never know
That being said, everything from the skit, the only note I have about this song is how the fuck does the skit connect to the song? Because I think all, like, the other skits, like, it makes sense, they connect to the song, whatever. I don't understand with this one.
This is just now me realizing in real time I asked a fucking question. I'm sure Jay's not gonna be pissed because I didn't ask him one question. But I literally did not realize when I was recording this that I'm like, oh, this is something I could have asked Jay about.
If it were me, I would have put this song next, after the skit. Once again, like, I can't necessarily understand what's being said most of the time, but I feel like this song is lyrically more about turning up. 2 bottles down and I'm losing control. I might be drunk as fuck. I think I heard a lyric about popping pills. Like, is that not what turning up means? So the last few songs, honestly, like, I wasn't getting a lot to say. Like, they were kind of losing me a little bit, but this one, I like this one. I fuck with this one heavy. What the fuck just ran into my window? Was that a bird? I'm flipping on you like a Motorola.
I'm flipping on you like a Motorola.
I wrote this about this song, but I kind of like mean it in like a general thing. I'm seeing a lot of Santa Rosa mentions. I couldn't imagine glazing your city up that much. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that like their hometown, but I could not hype up that much. I mean, fuck, I don't know if I could even hype up Albany that much. And a lot of people think that's where I'm from anyway.
Bro, what the fuck was that? No.
I had to Google what a cipher was because this skit made absolutely no sense to me, but I get it now.
Let's go off.
I'm sorry, no, hold on. I come up shitting hard, no constipation. Now that I'm reading that out loud, did I mishear that lyric? I couldn't have misheard that lyric. What else would it say?
I come up shitting hard on these rappers, no constipation.
Okay, so I paraphrased a little bit, but just, I don't know. There's a line in this song, we all did a cipher circle in high school one time.
We all did a cipher circle in high school one time.
School cipher. That's at least I know how that skit connects to this song.
Let's go off.
Only note I have for this is I'm on a roll like I'm standing on bread. Get it? I'm making dough.
I'm on a roll like I'm standing on bread. Get it? I'm making dough.
I wanted to make sure if there was like any wordplay that I caught it, which I'm sure there's shit that I missed, but I'm not reading the lyrics, so it doesn't help. But it was the same way with Exhumed Rebirth, so I don't know. Okay, so let's just say I think Jay said something about having ADHD, so he might be able to reclaim that slur. And as far as I know, I'm neurotypical. I don't think I am, but it's not my place to talk about it. I just don't like that word. Oh my god, is this not Bizarre's verse in Lucifer? It copy pasted.
Bizarre kid, known as your carjacker. I act rapper, smack back a backpapper. Look at me and look at you. Look at me. Smoke weed, fuck a bitch, that's all I wanna do.
I wish you guys could have seen my reaction to Bizarre's verse in this song. Because like, at first I was like, okay, like, maybe he has like a tagline, you know, maybe I don't know much about Bizarre or D12 or anything like that, so I'm like, maybe he has like a tagline that he says when he starts a verse, but then it just kept going.
The carjacker, I act rapper, smack back a backpapper. Look at me and look at you. Look at me. Smoke weed, fuck a bitch, that's all I wanna do.
Nasty, dirty, so forgetful, fucked your wife, I'm so disrespectful. I asked Jay about it and all he really said is like, it's complicated. So, okay, so there's an empty track in here. I was trying to like, Jay told me that like, oh, that's supposed to be a song. It's actually one of the better songs on the album. So I was like digging. I was trying to find it somewhere. And by that, I mean, I Googled it and there was a Spotify link, but of course it didn't work because it's not on streaming anymore. At the end of the day, it's not bad. It just didn't really do anything for me. For my top 3 songs, I put Loud. I really like that one. End of Day and Own Thing. Replayability, highly unlikely. This album just really didn't do anything for me. I hate saying that. I hate saying that. I'm like Jay Williz' self-proclaimed #1 fan. What do you mean one of his albums didn't do anything for me? But unfortunately, it just didn't hit for me. I rated this album a 2 out of 10. Album cover thoughts. The text, the title text covering the eyes is a cliche, I feel like. but it's a cliche I fuck with. Also, the photo looks a little like stretched. Besides that, I really like the vibes of the art for this EP. First track in, I already like this EP more than the last album. Second of all, I don't even want to, like, I was gonna try to like make a joke, but instead I'm just gonna read my notes word for word. Personally, I think the intro is a little long, but it's like, it's only 30 seconds. I want to make a joke about lasting 30 seconds in bed, but I'm a dumb virgin who also can't figure out how to word it. So either figure it out or just plaster this on the screen. I want a chick with fat hips and tits.
I want a chick with fat hips and tits.
But put a comma after fat, and that's me. I'm a chick with fat hips and tits. I want to post a thirst trap on Instagram and put that as the caption. I don't know, would that be a fire Instagram caption, or am I just dumb and trying too hard to be funny? I wrote those notes at 9:35 at night, and like past 9 p.m. I either get the giggles or I get really fucking sad. So I had the giggles that night. My style acne cause it keep bumping.
My style is acne cause it keep bumping.
This one isn't wordplay, this next one, but I felt like it was, you know, just a kind of wordplay. Don't call me a dog, damn it. Now go and say it backwards.
Don't call me a dog, damn it. Now go and say it backwards.
Because dog backwards is God.
I'm a star.
Me when I'm about to record this video. I'm a start.
I think in this song the transition from like rapping to like auto-tune vocals, like auto-tune like singing a little bit,
Fuck is this coming from? Cause all you were telling is lies.
is so smooth. I think in the chorus the like background vocals, that's like, no, that's too low. I'm doing the fucking heal the world thing again. Whatever, the fucking backing vocals. Tiffany, play the track.
I'ma step up in the booth. Hit my check 1, 2. I'ma start calling your names out. See me as
The girl said that 2 minutes and 18 seconds caught her off guard. I need to start like giving timestamps and also saying like what's going on instead of just saying it caught me off guard.
I'ma come in with a little bit of
Oh! I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you just heard it. You just heard what happened. Isn't that cool? Ooh, there's another missing song. Kind of bold of Jay to be like, I want you to review my whole discography and then gatekeep songs from me. Like, what are we doing here? I'm joking. I know it's not him doing that. I'm joking. Trigger warning for love song next time, please. Lindsay Thomas has got some good harmonies going on in this song. It's kind of giving like Jordan Sparks a little bit, but at the same time her audio sounds like it was recorded on a 5 Below microphone. When I look into your eyes, I see my future life. Write that down, write that down! This song made me realize that I think I hate the word thick the way that most people hate the word moist. Like if my future girlfriend, wife, whatever, described me as body so thick, I would get the ick. Bars. Oh shit! I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. Ah! One thing about a No Limit Creation J Williz collab is that it will never miss. One of them hoes, I mean one of them ladies.
yeah, one of them hoes, I mean one of them ladies.
Made me chuckle. Anyway, this song hits different when you don't smoke weed because you're scared of drugs but you're a diabetic. Bring the endo, I'ma get high. Endocrinologist, you know what I mean? Like me when I'm about to eat a big meal and I'm gonna fuck up how much insulin I'm gonna take, I'm gonna get high. I don't know if this is true. I'd have to like go back and look at the previous songs, but I said in my notes this is the first song on Jay's discography that I might consider covering. I don't know all the words to the chorus though, and it's pissing me off because there's no lyrics anywhere. But the harmony in the chorus is so fucking good. Hold on. We got the headphones out again. I'm doing this right now. High. Get high with me. Get high with me. I'ma get high. So fucking good. I'm on a roll.
I'm on a roll.
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
Girl, those don't roll. I would hope a Ferris wheel is not rolling. So I don't know if this is wordplay or not, but I don't think this is something I could ask Jay because this is No Limit Creations verse. I'm just trying to elevate, so if you need a lift, just make sure that you got enough to be leaving tips. I was thinking like lift like an elevator, but like lift like the rideshare app. Am I correct on that? Because I thought that was clever. I was gonna break the terms and conditions because Jay said I had to listen to the full albums, but there's a radio edit of this song and I felt it was unnecessary. But I listened to it just because, and it's the same exact song, but the swears are muted. I was kind of hoping there'd be like replacements for the swear words instead, like try to get creative with it, but that's okay. Anyway, okay, before I move on from this song, I know I've been yapping a lot about it, but this is a fun story. The other night, I was about to go to sleep and my Dexcom went off. And earlier I had eaten a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream and an entire pizza. Okay, so bad diabetic, right? So I'm thinking, like, my Dexcom went off, I'ma get high. Like, I thought my blood sugar was high, and I look at it, it was fucking low!
I shit you not. This is how I find out that my phone makes different sounds when my blood sugar is low versus when it's high.
This might be in the running for my favorite Jay Williz song. Besides favorite songs, High, of course, All For You, and What We Do. Listenability, likely. I feel like it's a little short. Maybe if that missing track was there. I rated this, I almost said song, I rated this EP a 6 out, is this an EP or an album? It's an EP, right? Yeah. 6 out of 10. And don't even get me started when you put out Remission. That shit was so bad. Tell me, what the hell were you thinking? The only thing that you had going were the feature spitting. JL and Please on a record, I'll take credit, we're even. This one's on Apple Music. The girl's got lyrics. War is over. Well, no it's not, because half the songs don't have lyrics. And then we go back to no lyrics until we get back to Welcome to My Dark Side. God, I did not say much about this album.
In the video, I skip all the way down to Number, but I had notes for a minute, and I guess didn't talk about them at all. The only thing I really had is that there were a couple Kendrick Lamar references that I caught.
I've been on so long, goddamn it, check my DNA.
I got royalty inside my DNA.
Nothing I say will ever go viral.
My left stroke just went viral.
So I have listened to Jay's music like on shuffle once or twice before. I've never like listened to his discography in full like this. And I remember this song. A repeating trend for me I'm noticing is that a lot of times, like, if I forget one of Jay's songs, I'll remember it because of the samples he put in. Like, for example, this one has a sample of No Scrubs. Is this a love song? No, wait, no. I think it's about a toxic relationship. Girl, it's about drugs! I said that so boldly in my notes, and I'm like, wait, I think maybe I should ask Jay. Like, I was like so confident that I was gonna be wrong about shit like this, but I was right. So yeah, if you didn't notice by my lack of notes, this album kind of felt like a nothing burger to me. I was worried that it was gonna be like absolute dog shit because Jay talked shit about it on Exhumed Rebirth, but I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, I don't think as a quality, like in the quality of the project, I don't think it's bad. I think it just didn't hit for me. I don't know if it's because I can't read the lyrics so I can't detect the wordplay, or if it's just more personal growth, but I feel like with Jay's songwriting, I feel like he's gotten more creative. I was hoping in his earlier projects there'd be a lot more wordplay that I'd be willing to catch like I did with Exhumed Rebirth. Like, that's one of the things that really excited me when I did my review. When Jay was telling things back to me, I'm like, oh shit, like that's so, yeah, like I see the wordplay now. And I'm sure like Jay will watch this and probably tell me some things that I'm missing, but I was just hoping there'd be a little bit more of that. I only wrote down 2 favorites for this album, which were For a Minute and Standby. Re-listenability, I put directly in the middle. Not likely, not unlikely, just straight down the middle, because I don't know. I gave this album a rating of 3 out of 10. We've got The Rose 2 Electric Boogaloo. I had high hopes for this album. Considering The Rose was my favorite at this point, like, besides Exhumed Rebirth, and I was highly disappointed. I've got nothing to say about this entire album. I am so sorry, Jay, you're gonna hate me for this one. Kinda liked the Loyal remix. Replayability, highly unlikely, rating 0 out of 10. Sorry. 3 songs. My bad attention span loves to see it. The art for the CP is kind of giving graphic design is my passion. I'd prefer that over AI generated art any day.
Wake up.
I will say this song is like the least favorite of mine on this EP. Not because I didn't like it, just because I kind of had nothing to say. The only thing that I had written down, hold on, give me a second.
Make some room, Armageddon coming soon.
Between You and Me mention. I shouldn't even joke. The singer of that band has me blocked on Instagram, and I think their fandom hates me because of that. But anyway, I think the fade out of distortion, I was gonna give you the timestamps, but I'll just play the part.
So I do it twice.
That shit is so cool. I love little fucking production quirks and shit. I love talking about music production. I love that shit. This song was cool because it made me learn that Jay used to have a record label. Like in the lyrics of this song, I call this Soul Survivor for a reason. You get to keep your soul because I don't need it. We put up fights with demons. Jay used to have a record called Soul Survivor Music. I could have asked Jay what happened to Soul Survivor, but my dumbass was trying to Google it and see if anything happened. And I found absolutely nothing. I'm thinking it's not a thing anymore because like the last release of Jay's under Soul Survivor was Remission. Exhumed Rebirth is, I think, Blackout Music or something like that. I think 1 or 2 of his albums were released under Jay Williz music. I love the way that Jay, and I'm assuming it's pronounced Mystery, I love the way they sound together on the chorus because like their voices don't necessarily blend together, but it's not like dissonant to the point where it's unlistenable. Like they just kind of stand out in their own way but also work together.
911.
Me when I'm recording a rap song but I'm trying to be nonchalant. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Hey, yo.
The outro is like low-key kind of corny though. I planned on doing a visual gag. I'm not gonna do it because 1, I think it's kind of corny. 2, I'm lazy. And 3, I planned on recording this video standing up. I decided to do it in front of the music wall instead. But I was gonna grab a piece of paper and write "fuck Jay Williz" on it and hold it up like the outro to the song.
We're gonna get
poster
boards.
Little Santa Rosa.
Songs.
Fuck Jay Williz. I don't know. Final thoughts. My top 3 songs. Well, replayability, likely. I don't know if I would search out this EP specifically, but like if I'm shuffling Jay's music, I did add a few of the songs from his earlier work onto Apple Music, and if I'm shuffling Jay Williz's music and one of these songs comes up, I'm not gonna skip it. So I rated this EP a 5 out of 10. If I had a nickel for every time Jay set up some sort of innuendo type rhyme and then deflected.
You stick with me and I got you, baby, you never got a trip. Just sit back and relax, shawty, I give you all this. Whoa, okay, stop.
I'd have a good amount of nickels. Sorry.
Question.
I swear I always keep it Jay-Z because your name I am Beyonce.
I swear I always keep it Jay-Z cause your name I am Beyonce.
I fucking love wordplay so much because how do you think of that shit? I have a reaction image from my camera roll from the day that I listened to this album, and I think I have a few at this point that I don't know what I was reacting to, but my 3 favorites are Question, Bad, and Leave Me Alone. Replayability is once again directly in the middle. I don't know. I just don't know. I rated this album a 4 out of 10.
Welcome to my dark side. This is Jay's tickets to my downfall.
I'll go home. I am home. The album cover is kind of giving like video game, but it's also kind of giving Pibby. But like, I feel like it kind of makes sense.
Welcome to my dark side.
This is just Candy by Machine Gun Kelly. I'm sorry, like, if you don't want to be compared to Machine Gun Kelly, you can't use the same words with the same melodies.
I'm in my head again.
I'm in my head.
I'm not even a fucking Machine Gun Kelly fan anymore, by the way. I had like a phase, but like listening to some of these songs like revived the lyrics and shit in my head. Anyway, let's get past the first fucking minute of the song.
Welcome to my dark side.
He said the thing. This doesn't feel like an intro though. It kind of just feels like a song. Could you imagine if every first song on an album had to have an intro next to it?
Sexy, sexy.
I don't know if I want to tell you what song the chorus reminds me of.
Thirsty, thirsty, Thursday.
Jay and Izzy got married in 2022, and this album came out in 2021, so it's safe to say that they were together when this album was like written and everything. So this, what I'm about to say does not relate to them specifically. Just kind of talking like vibes. This song is giving been together for a month. If I sent this song to my brother and my brother actually gave a shit about anything that I liked and he listened to this song, he would think of his girlfriend. Am I jealous? Yes, a little bit, but I swear those two are having a fucking honeymoon phase right now. Anyway, the intro kind of sounds like Remedy for Reality by Real Friends in a different key. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh my god. Can't snap out of it. Black clouds overhead are permanent. I'm losing my face, my confidence. My blood sugar was low when I was writing the notes for this album, and you're gonna be able to tell. I want to read this one word for word. My blood sugar is low as I'm writing these notes, so excuse that, but I swear there's a blackout lyric about nails down my back, and I can't think of it, and I wanted to make a joke, like I don't know, my blood sugar's low. Tiffany, revisit this before you film. And then as soon as my blood sugar went up, I remembered, and all your fingernails, me with my tattooed back. But I still couldn't figure out how to write a joke about it. Like, Jay really wants us to know that girl's fingernails are scratching his back. I don't know. There's a No Limit Creation song that features Song. There's a No Limit Creation song that features Jay that I confused this for. I thought this was Make My Night. I don't know how I got confused. Like, I think it's just like, I don't know, the phrasing of the words in the title. I don't know.
Enjoy the ride. Well, that's why I thought that was that song. I'm like, I don't like Enjoy the Ride, Make My Night. Like, mind you, I haven't heard this song in a while. So like all I remembered out of my head was like the na, 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 like that kind of melody. So that's what I thought I was gonna hear when I was listening to Enjoy the Ride. So here I am looking for the part in Make My Night where Jay says Make My Night and he says Enjoy the Ride in the song. Now I don't feel as dumb.
The first chorus sounds like Jay saying, I have this dream where you're topping me. And I don't know how, but that sounds more sexual than You're on Top of Me. The chorus of this one is so fucking catchy. So if you feel like the world is coming to an end, and I might just see the whole world on the edge, and I might just go and take one to the head, cause my life is taking over. And if you feel like battle scars, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, Jay, milk it.
My battle scars.
I had a little bit.
The girl is scraping the bottom of the barrel for younger Blackout crumbs. I don't think they've played a show together in like over a year at this point. But hey, both of them do vocal runs? Is that anything? God, Blackout Younger, please play a show together like next year so I can pay for a plane ticket.
Action Man? Who the hell is that? Oh my god, no, it's John Wick.
I don't even remember what it's called, but it's the one that's like, since you left, I've been holding on to a memory since you walked out that door. I'll tell you that you're not mine anymore. Let me go! Whoa, whoa, she said you had to let me go.
Just my luck.
I'm getting Just My Luck, I had to fuck things up again tattooed on my forehead. That's so me.
Never tried.
I think this is John Michael Cinda's genre. Holy shit! Dude is singing that chorus. Oh my god.
Honey, I get no sleep, no love. I know I shouldn't hold back, shouldn't run. No, you hear my heartbeat.
The only other artists like that have like featured on a Jay song that I've like branched out and listened to a little bit is No Limit Creation. Jay, you need to tell me if John Michael Cinda has any like rock songs, because that's his fucking genre, I swear. I think I said something in my Zoom Rebirth review that was like, if Jay Williz can do anything, it's write a hook, and I'm bringing that shit back because oh my god, I love the hook of that song.
Picture perfect.
Trigger warning for love song next time, please. Could have sworn I was fine, but I couldn't fool me if I tried.
I could have sworn I was fine, but I couldn't fool me if I tried.
That's another lyric that's just like so me. Like I relate to that heavily. I get it. Rhyming tried with try is wild though. That's like
If I try, but still I tell myself I'll be okay if I try.
you're kind of pushing it there. This is not the Baby Ghost I know. Who is this? I know it's the same person, but they literally sound so different than Mosh Pit. But like, that's also the only song I've ever heard Baby Ghost on, so I don't know if like, if this song is closer to their actual genre, or if Mosh Pit's closer, or what, but like, this just shocked me.
On my own, here we go.
Putting a cover on an album is wild. I think the first time I listened to this song, because like I mentioned before, I've listened to some of Jay's music on like shuffle, I thought it was gonna be like an interpolation or like a sample. It's just a straight up cover. I feel like sometimes in some of Jay's music he tries to sing in a higher register and it kind of feels like he's straining just a little bit, but then I think of songs like All Night Long. Dude's improved a lot vocally. I've never really been a Green Day fan, so I don't know. I should send this cover to my friend Alex. He loves Green Day. Final thoughts. Welcome back to Tiffany Rock is Fucking Dumb. I'm like, some of these songs are like really depressing and have some like deep topics that like the songs are about. Girl, welcome to my
Dark side.
Obviously the songs are gonna be dark. 3 favorites: Never Tried, Picture Perfect, Just My Luck. Replayability, likely. I rated this a 5 out of 10. Oh girl, I thought this was gonna be a rap album. I was not expecting this at all. 9 albums in and we finally have some like Actual genuine thought about some lyrics. Get ready for this. I can name a million reasons why I should be here forever, but instead I let the darkness form around me like some cloudy weather. That hit me deep. Like, I don't know if like I'm interpreting this the way it's written, but I've personally dealt with mental health issues, suicidal thoughts, and that's just where that took me. You know, I've got friends that love me, make me feel so appreciated. My favorite bands don't hate my guts, and that's awesome. They like actually kind of like me. Williz personally asked me to do a discography review. When you're in that headspace, it feels like none of that matters. And sometimes I convince myself that none of it is fucking true. How many times have I said in this video, Jay's gonna hate me after this? Like, I don't know. Anyway, back to the bullshit. Blackout mention! I can't say that and not realize what I'm saying. Blackout mention! Melodically, the chorus is kind of giving Disney Channel sitcom theme song, but it's a bop. Like, it goes. Okay, so the chorus of this song is literally just Not Okay by 5 Seconds of Summer. Hey, I'm not okay. There's only so much on this day that we could take. So time to play when I was out. The music's getting loud. 5 Seconds of Summer, plagiarized Williz. What the fuck? The way that John Michael Cinda says attitude in his verse is so silly. I want from you to give me attitude. Attitude. Did I mention this in my Blackout discography check? I mentioned this somewhere. Jay really wants us to know his hands are her choker. No, I remember what the fuck I said. I literally remember what I said, because I'm like, I think I remember this in one of Jay's other songs because I was looking for the lyric in Brainwash. There's nothing wrong with repeating lyrics from yourself, like whatever, but my hands are choker? Like, why that out of all the lyrics? I remember that. Didn't even need to look it up. Look at me having a brain. Hey, what the fuck is the second verse? I put 7 inches up in this chick. I put 7 inches up in this chick. I mentioned this before, I'll say it again. I'm not anti-sex and I'm aware that my faves are having sex. I just don't like hearing about it. But you know what? At least this song is listenable. Unlike Put It Down. I think the chorus, like at its like bare bones at the simplest, is legit just a scale. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It sounds good. Dark clouds on a summer day. To me, this song felt like an interlude. Like, I don't know, it was like kind of lo-fi-y, but not like literally. It kind of just like gave that energy to me, especially in the chorus. I also love, I'm gonna insert the clip right here because I'm sick of telling you the timestamps. Inhale, exhale, smoke from my lungs, I'ma need a refill. I really like the way the instrumental complements Jay's voice at this part. This song hooked me. One thing about Williz is that he can write a hook. This version of Vampire was okay. I think I just prefer the original more though, in my opinion. Final thoughts. I think this album so far was Jay's best vocally. You know, he hits notes in his higher register and it doesn't sound like he's straining or he's hooting and hollering. 3 favorites: Vampire, Numb, and Dark Cloud Summer Days. Replayability, I wasn't even through the entire album and I decided that the replayability was very likely. I gave this album an 8 out of 10. I love the album art of this one. I think it's so fucking cool. Also, I've got some fun facts about this album. I was bored on Twitter last night and I was actually looking to see, I think 2 of my mutuals follow Blackout and I was looking to see if there were any more, because at this point the Blackout Twitter account is just Jay and I yapping, I feel like. I found Jay's personal Twitter and this album was supposed to be the debut album under Jet Black and it was going to be called Blackout. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but Jay ranked his albums and he put this one at the very top and said it was the most meaningful to him, and it makes me feel bad because I speed ran listening to this one because I listened to it and recorded this video in the same day. Please don't hate me, Jay. So this is kind of, it feels like it's just an intro. Ghost Rider intro. Gives me like, it kind of gives me a similar vibe. Like when I listen to the song, I get the same feeling that I do when I listen to Dark Cloud Summer Days.
This is not for the faint of heart.
Okay. We're not alone. The transition from Ghost Rider to We're Not Alone. Chef's kiss. Your girl is a sucker for a good transition. I remember this song. I remember this song because I listened to this album at one point. I don't remember why, but I like was listening to the actual album instead of Jay's music on shuffle, and I really liked it until we've talked about it before. I just don't like that word. Moving on. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. We love a reversed vocal moment.
Fuck you all. Illuminati on my mind, soul in my body. All seeing eyes watching you.
Okay, screams. Definitely, this is definitely Jay's best vocally. I like this song. I didn't write anything down about it, but I do remember I was listening to this song when I was like listening to Jay's music on shuffle one time, and the scream at the beginning was a fucking jump scare. This is a blackout song. Like, no, like this is a blackout song. Like, this literally sounds like I'd be on Introducing. But let's talk about the voice that Jay's doing in the verse.
Go to sleep, then wake up. What a mess I become. I don't know what is right and wrong.
Go to sleep, then wake you up. What a mess I become. Sound like him. What are you doing, man? This is kind of random, but like I was kind of trying to think about how I resonate with this song in a way, like not like literally, because I'm so scared of drugs that I won't even have like a drop of alcohol, but more of like in a mental health standpoint. And it reminded me of a couple lyrics. Blink-182, what song is it? I really wish I hated you. One of the lyrics is I'm better when I'm broken. And a Fall Out Boy song. My heart is like a stallion. They love it more when it's broken. That was rough. Please excuse the shitty vocals. So it's kind of like that same vibe. Like, it feels like sometimes people like you more when you're being kicked down. That people want to kick you when you're down. People like you more when you're at your worst. Anyway, back to the bullshit. I am a fucking cross between Ali and Lobo and Baby goes, what's up, welcome you into hell, generous 7, make it go, This sounds like it could be an Ice Nine Kills song. And I mean, I'm indifferent about Ice Nine Kills. Like, a lot of people say their music is corny, and I mean, it kind of is. I don't know. I like the song. I'm not trying to say that the song is bad. I'm just saying it kind of goes with the Ice Nine Kills vibe. I don't know.
Fame and diamonds.
Oh my god, he said he said all the things! 3 favorites. Blood on my black nail polish. Is that... I probably should have asked this to Jay, but I'm almost done recording. I'm sorry. I'm breaking the terms and conditions just this one time. Is that supposed to be pronounced blood on my black nail polish, or is it supposed to be like... bomb... Anyway. Blood on my black nail polish. Welcome to hell, and we're not alone. Minus that one lyric. Re-listenability, likely. I already prefaced this when I was talking the beginning of this album. I did definitely rush this a little bit because I knew I had today to film, and if I didn't record today, it would be like 5 days from now, and I'm an impatient bitch. Like, if I'm done with my notes, I want to get to recording and finish it, you know? So I didn't really give this album its deserved time to really simmer, and I apologize for that. So I will be giving this album a 6 out of 10. We all know this is my shit. I already did a review on this. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse and say all the things I said before. I do have a couple things that I don't remember if I said in my initial review that I'm gonna talk about. For example, I've been getting lyrics to Disintimate wrong the whole fucking time.
Talking shit all about me and say my ass isn't beautiful. I have to push you back like I'm out here targeting cuticles. That's how my...
I have a story that I want to tell, but I kind of need Marcos from Tomorrow's June permission for that, so... Also, there's a sample at the end of Spiteful, and it reminds me of something I heard on TikTok. Chromacopia green, like Pickle Rick. Chromacopia, I've got a cold, I'm pretty sick. Also, last note about Extreme Rebirth, because I've already talked my shit about this album. I thought the beginning of Lucifer was gibberish. Yeah, I thought that was all gibberish. So like, you know, top 3 songs, I would say, let's say for right now, Spiteful, a tie between Bad Habits and Lucifer and Drag Me Down are my favorites from Extreme Rebirth. Re-listenability, 100%, like not, like, that breaks the scale beyond very likely, rating 10 out of 10. Did I even give it a 10 out of 10 when I reviewed it a couple months ago? God, it was almost a year ago. Like, we're coming up on a year since he like sent me the album, which is wild. Anyway, I wanted to share some of my favorite songs overall. I added all of these to my Apple Music, including a couple other ones. The Rose title track, High, obviously, Danger, Part the Sea, 911, Say No More, Vampire, and Anxiety. Those are all songs that I really, you know, really stuck out to me. Either lyrically or melodically or whatever. I asked Jay if I could cover any of these songs and he said, just don't cover any of the ones that are like really cringe. And now I'm like worried that one of the songs on the list that I just said, he's gonna be like, oh, why did you like that one? Jay wanted me to rank them, so here's my ranking. On the bottom, The Rose Part 2. I was gonna do like the whole Dance Moms Pyramid thing, but I don't remember how that goes. So here's my ranking. We've got The Rose Part 2, Self and Neglect, Remission, Melancholy, Welcome to My Dark Side, Apathetic, The Corrective, Sincerely Justin, Purgatory, The Rose, and of course Extreme Rebirth at the top. I asked Jay to predict my ranking, so here's his prediction next to my ranking. And I think it's so funny that the only thing he got right was Extreme Rebirth at the top. Like, dude knew, but dude also knew nothing. I can't explain like my ranking or why I like some things versus other. I don't know. I feel like my brain is separate from my body and I don't know how my brain works sometimes. And I also just wanted for funsies, because Jay also sent me his personal rating to, and I also just wanted to, for funsies, Jay sent me his personal ranking, so I'm also gonna put that on the screen, just to see, you know, how my opinion as a fan differentiates from his opinion as the actual artist. And with that, I'm done. This video's done. I think it's so cool that Jay perceived me and asked me to do this. Like, he literally asked me to do this because I enjoy doing these. So yeah, shout out to Jay Williz for literally invoking the creation of this video. I hope Jay likes it because I'm pretty much only doing this for him. But if you tagged along and decided to watch this video, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, like it, comment down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, stream Jay's music, share with your friends, all that crazy, wacky, weird, amazing, fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I never know how to end these things.